Start.
Hi everyone. Today we observe Teachers Day, but in a virtual world. I don't think any of us would have ever have imagined in the last year or even in the previous years that we would find ourselves in a situation like this. A lockdown, quarantine, restrictions and isolation from all that was normal in the past. Camera is not working. Education is a sector which has been the hardest hit during this crisis. There have been disruptions everywhere in the examination system, in the academic calendar, and in the physical reopening of schools. The loss of learning time has been immense. The old normal is now a thing of the past, and we are slowly coming to terms with the new normal. Classes being held online, social distancing being maintained, and we have to innovate new measures every day to survive, to carry on, and to move forward. And to this end, I believe that we at Mahatma Education Society's Pillai group of institutions have been successful in tackling the new normal, namely conducting online classes and technology-enabled teachings, and at the same time, keeping all our campuses in readiness for opening when it is safe to do so. And I must congratulate you, staff members who have plunged headlong to get yourselves updated on new skills to face the challenges that the coronavirus threw at all of us. Most of you have taken advantage of the Coursera courses that were offered to MES Pillai group of institutions during the lockdown. Many of you have proudly acquired certificates from some of the top universities in the world like Yale, Harvard, and Michigan universities. And so many of you have organized webinars and have attended webinars and have gone through online training to go digital in your teaching. None of you have sat still, but have upgraded your skills to take charge of your future. Another noteworthy gesture of the Pillai group was taking up the cause of the migrant workers' plight during the lockdown. Those who lost jobs were given meals by the Panvel Gurudwara, to which all our staff contributed generously in cash, kind, time, and efforts. I must say this culture of social service is an uniting force which binds the Pillai group together. So though we are all geographically distanced, we still continue to do our bit for the society at large. We do, however, miss the face-to-face interactions, the hellos, the smiles, the tea time chats, and the stream of people coming to meet us in the office to discuss new ideas or to find solutions to their problems. All of us at Mahatma Education Society have always looked forward to Teachers Day all these years, and it was always conjoined with the Kerala celebrations of Onam. The decoration, the food, and the spirit of Onam was always in the air. Today, we will still celebrate Teachers Day remotely, and our wonderful team have organized a great program for all of us at MES. We have 6 amazing Pillai group campuses, all bustling with activity, and we have highlights of their achievements in video form, which will now be played before us. And we start off with the highlights of the Chembur campus.
after this one.
As it comes
No,
back.
no, it's not right. You ask Myron.
For Miss World 2019, in third place is India.
like every year, this year too, we achieved 100% results. Master Vansh Patel from DPJ became the world topper in the IGCSE exams. Dhruva Shah became the world's youngest certified game developer. Sonu Sood's White Hat Junior ad carries this picture of our school management. Times Education Icon Award 2019 was awarded to our school of Gorai for being the top school with international curriculum. With 50 years of MES, the pre-primary Vita Athletics saw the participation of 120 students from different schools in Mumbai. At the All India Gymnastics competition held in Delhi, our boys stood first and LC Sir won the Best Coach trophy. Under the FIFA banner, we inaugurated a football match, Dads vs Dads. Sharda Ma'am's article on NEP featured in Times of India. We started our online classes in April. We organized an eye health webinar, a graduation day, a national webinar, an international university fair, and many more online events. Thank you.
These are, go ahead, sir.
These are exceptionally proud moments of each campus and proud achievements of individual institutions and the staff of each campus. We continue striving for better success and higher benchmarks as we march along on our journey to become the best of the best. And now, the stress buster of today's program, the cultural program, which is always a pleasure and a delight. And kudos to all our wonderful teachers who rallied together without any hesitation to put up this entertainment program. Don't forget to applaud each performance through emojis of clapping hands, thumbs up in the comment section.
मीठी मीठी सी ये मुनिया सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया क्यों, हाँ क्यों हो सोनी सोनी सी कुड़ी नो मौज में रहने दे ना दुनिया क्यों, हाँ दुनिया क्यों है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी ये कर देगी कमाल इसे झूमने दे अपनी बीत दे कुड़ी नू नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके हाँ चमके कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू सारे आ फिक्रां नू छड्ड के बन ठन के कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके हाँ चमके कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू सारे आ फिक्रां नू छड्ड के बन ठन के कुड़ी नू नचने दे
2020, end of a decade, but who knew it would be a start of a whole new world in a new format. From online lectures to managing the household chores without domestic help, from being at work for 6 hours a day to practically ending our day at midnight, from comfortable chalk and board lectures to the innovative digital methods we are using. We are proud to be contributing our bit during this pandemic. And yes, we would always be high in spirit and high on life.
song I'm going to perform is a tune by Warren Zevon, and I think it suits the situation perfectly. So please stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself, and happy Teachers Day. I hope you enjoyed this song.
Don't let us get sick, don't let us get old, don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us brave and make us play nice, and let's be together tonight. Don't let us get sick, don't let us get old, don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us brave and make us play nice, and let us be together tonight. The sky was on fire when I walked to the mill to take up the slack in the line. I thought of my friends and the troubles they've had to keep me from thinking of mine. Don't let us get sick, don't let us get old, don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us brave and make us play nice, and let's be together tonight. The moon has a face and it smiles on the lake and causes the ripples in time. I'm lucky to be here with someone I like, who make it my spirit to shine. Don't let us get sick, don't let us get old, don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us brave and make us play nice, and let us be together tonight, and let us be together tonight, and let us be together tonight. Thank you.
പാട്ടീണം മൈലാഞ്ചി പാട്ടിനഴകൊടു കൂട്ടുകൂടും നേരം
ചിരിയുടെ മേളം നീണ്ടു നിൽക്കും നറപണതാളം പരിചകളുടെ നീരൊളി മേളം നെഞ്ചിനു താളം നിലവിനു മേളം ഇടക്കലി മുക്കുമിടയിട കാന്ത ഞാനും വരാം തൃശൂർ പൂരം കാണാം. കാന്ത ഞാനും വരാം തൃശൂർ പൂരം കാണാം. ഞാനും വരാം തൃശൂർ പൂരം കാണാം. ഞാനും വരാം തൃശൂർ പൂരം കാണാം. मैं डालू ताल पे भंगड़ा तू भी गिद्दा पाले चल ऐसा रंग जमा दे हमके बने सभी मत वाले.
मन कहे कि मैं ले आऊं चांद और तारे सारे इन हाथों पर मैं चांद रखूं इस मांग में भर दूं तारे.
हेलो हेलो तू फ्लोर पे जब है आई येलो येलो बड़ी सॉलिड मस्ती छाई.
हेलो हेलो तू मच है तुमने लगाई येलो येलो कंट्रोल करो मेरे भाई. ये दिल छन छन बोले अमृतसरी चूड़ियां रात बड़ी है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला घूड़ियां. है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला बूढ़िया.
चाल, बाज की नजर और बाजीराव की तलवार पर संदेह नहीं करता। मेरी मातृशक्ति
अंधी रोके तो हम तूफान, तूफान रोके तो हम आग का चमड़ा। ये शपथ है बाजीराव पल्लार की। धड़क धड़क ढोल लाश धड़क धड़क भंडारा चिड़क चिड़क मल्हारी। धड़क भड़क सली चटक मटक फटक सली दुश्मन की देखो जो फाट लावली।
everyone. I am going to present a Marathi poem by poet Kusumagraj, कणा. ओळखलत का सर मला? पावसात आला कोणी. कपडे होते कर्दमलेले, केसावरती पाणी. क्षणभर बसला, नंतर हसला, बोलला वरती पाहून. गंगामाई पाहुणी आली, गेली घरट्यात राहून. माहेरवाशीण पोरीसारखी चार भिंतीत राहिली, मोकळ्या हाती जाईल कशी, बायको मात्र वाचली. भिंत खचली, चूल विझली, होते नव्हते गेले, प्रसाद म्हणून पापण्यांमध्ये पाणी मात्र ठेवले. कारभारणीला घेऊन संगे सर आता लढतो आहे, चिखलगाळ काढतो आहे, पडकी भिंत बांधतो आहे. खिशाकडे हात जाताच हसत हसत उठला, पैसे नकोत सर, जरा एकटेपणा वाटला. मोडून पडला संसार तरी मोडला नाही कणा. मोडून पडला संसार तरी मोडला नाही कणा. पाठीवर हात ठेवून फक्त लढ म्हणा, फक्त लढ म्हणा, फक्त लढ म्हणा. थँक्यू.
Congratulations to our amazing performers. See the spirit of our staff to sing, dance, recite poems, even play a flute in these circumstances, and to put up such an audio and video treat. Hats off to them. I'm sure all of you are looking forward to see and listen to our guide and mentor, Dr. K.M.Vasudevan Pillai, who will now address this virtual gathering.
I wish you all a wonderful evening today, being Teachers Day. I hope that I wished I could give you all a sumptuous lunch as I used to do it once upon a time for the last so many years. And for the last 50 years, I was continuously doing this effort. Now I give you all a virtual lunch. I must thank you for having had your lunch in the afternoon and coming to listen to me this evening. Well, looking back 50 years back now, I'm sitting in the same room which I constructed in 1971. You know, when we started this school, it was known as Chembur English School. My brother Sri M.P. Pillai and I together started the Mahatma Education Society, and we continued to run the school in 6 classrooms for a period of almost 10 years. 6 classroom means 12 classes, that is from nursery to senior KG, first to 10th. And it was indeed nothing much has happened during those years, except that the fees was raised from 10 rupees to 11 rupees to 12 rupees to 13 to 14 or 15 rupees, and the first batch of students were sent in sometime in 1975. And then onwards, educational system in the country was not very conducive for educational expansion. Government did not promote private education, but somehow from 79-80, my brother B. Pillai shifted to Powai, and we started a school there, and he became the principal there. Initially, he was the principal here, and I became the principal after his going to Powai. And after I could not do much except that I was able to run the classes well and better. And after I could not do much except that I was able to run the classes well after marriage and all this. 82, 83, 84 was a very good period in the history of Maharashtra's educational policy. We had a wonderful chief minister who permitted private education, and almost all the politicians took government lands and started schools and colleges and engineering and medical colleges. And I also took that opportunity to meet that chief minister, Mahatma Party, and he gave me permission to construct upper floors. So you'll find I'm sitting in the same room where I used to be sitting in 1971. And now I am sitting in the same room with same environment, the same chairs. Can you imagine the chairs with all teak? And the same students are sitting there. And the benches, same, no changes in the environment, except that my walls have improved, the quality of the furniture, fixtures, and the and the paintings have improved. But then, unlike the political established people, we entered into teacher education, that is D.Ed, Marathi and English media, then the B.Ed, and then in 1981, along with my wife, we started a night junior college, and then which led to the establishment of a night degree college subsequently for the first time in Maharashtra. And the concept of night degree college was established. So we had the same building, we used to shift 2-3 shifts. D.Ed, B.Ed, school, high school, junior college, primary, secondary, and night college. And then we started expansion, and we went to Panvel, then we went to so as a meritorious institution, government stopped granting any meritorious permissions or allotment of land from 1990 onwards, 91, 92, 93, 94. Whatever has happened till then it was totally political, and people who started were builders, people were industries, people came forward and started schools all over the country. And why I am stressing this point is because from 1970 to 2020, we did not do much for education through the government. It's all done by the private enterprise. when the population went from 60 crores to 100 and almost we will be reaching 140 crores by end of this 2020. Government did not do anything. There are total 25 crores school-going population, and out of which about 12 crores are from the private schools. And mind you, in the states, in various states, there are schools where 1,000 below 1,000 fees charged. 50% school charge below 1,000 rupees fees, and 45% of the schools charge below 500 rupees fees. And then also, it becomes difficult to manage, and somehow or the other, we must appreciate all the skills of all the people to start these kind of institutions and try to educate the masses of this country. Somehow or the other, from 1970 onwards, government supported educational system collapsed and did not do anything. Same is the case with higher education also. Whatever IITs or the colleges started by the VJTI, IIT or the university colleges aided came to a stop. And private educators came forward and started institutions. And this privatization continued for quite some time, and we were not noticing any contribution of the private educators till such time the epidemic came to forefront. When epidemic came in the month in December 17th to India, to Kerala, I think the first reporting was done in December 17, and I hope you remember that I have sent a circular in the month of January, February, warning principals not to take any excursions, picnic, joint operations, not to move out. But somehow or the other, government did not take any interest in taking any serious steps in preventing the spread of the epidemic. And the corona continued to flourish in the country, and then without any warning, without any kind of this thing, and in March, total lockdown was declared in the country. When lockdown came forward, I did not know what to do. I started from the morning from home to school, and I found everything was closed. And I wanted to check with the banks what is the balance, whatever. And March was a year when I had to pay my installments to the banks. And somehow or the other, it took some time, 10-15 days to find out what is happening. And it took almost 2 months to find out how we should be able to handle the situations. And in the month of April and May, whatever deposits we had, we were able to pay the salaries, because every month we used to collect and pay. Nobody knew that such a system would exist. And we created some kind of systems which during this period, and we succeeded in June onwards. June, the bank gave about 10 crores immediate credit for payment of salaries, and some collections came up, and parents started paying sympathetic considerations. We requested the parents to pay installments or whatever way you can instead of annual fees. We were able to collect some fees and balance we subsidized, and we are continuing every month whatever payments are possible right from April, May, June, July, August, and now we are in September. By 10th we should be able to pay off again. By 30th we will have to pay the installments in the bank. And when I ask you all to come to school, you may be thinking that I am a very irresponsible person. I am not irresponsible. I come to school almost every day. I work right from the day, and all the transactions are carried out in all the institutions, cleanliness, everything is looked after, people are paid their salaries, buses are not working, hostels are closed, no income coming from anywhere, but we are paying salaries to all the people working in all places, and we are continuing. And parents are also worried. Many parents have lost the jobs, many parents are in difficulties, and therefore it is important for us to find out what we should do in future. I don't know when it will open up. Therefore, I have requested the principals to tell people to come at least once in a week to college, school teachers, and non-teachers have to come every day. And when I tell you to come to school, I mean how? This is the mask. Okay. After the mask, you must wear a dupatta or a sari or some piece of cloth around the place when you travel, and try as far as possible to use full shirts, and as soon as you reach back home, immediately have a hot water bath, and if you take precautions, social distancing, all this, all the nations of the world are functioning. Everything is functioning, except here we have this closer line. This is what America has circulated. My friend Francis has sent this to me today. I thank Francis for it. In America, see, 5 days in a week in-person classes. Parents are given an option. Option number 1, you can send the child to school 2 days a week, send to school, balance online, or totally online. So you parents can make selections. All the developed countries have started this. But there is one catch in this. The catch is, these developed countries, education is a centrally sponsored system. The funding is done by the government. The schools are made by the government. The government sends for salaries, expenditure, buses. Students will be picked up from home, brought to school, taught. If they need a midday meal, they are given a midday meal and sent back home. And there is a preschool in every county schools. This happens all over the world, all the developed countries. Education. And where is the money coming from? It is from the taxpayers' money. The taxpayers pay for it. In Australia, the taxation is about 45%. So is the case in many other countries, but they spend on Medicare, but they spend on Medicare with healthcare and education. All that is required by roads, transportation, everything, and that is how the country becomes a developed nation. Unfortunately, we are not concentrating on education or healthcare, and this became very visible with the lockdown. I must thank the government for closing down so that we could see that there is a large number of migrant population living in different parts of the state. We could see that the school system, the government schools, how they are functioning, except for Delhi, Goa and Kerala, how the public education system has collapsed in the country, and how the private players, advantage of the private schools compared to the government schools. All these became very visible. And we are now addressing the same issue. We are telling parents to pay fees because we want to pay salaries to the people. We have to meet the expenditure of the schools. We can't go on telling them without any physical contact or anything like that. So we have to find ways to meet, and we don't know how long this will continue. It is quite possible that we start, again there could be an epidemic as it happened in Pune now, and things were closed down. So every teacher, every school, every person, every principal must be prepared to have a program for offline, online, comfortably with the parents to see that the school education survives. The students are happy, they learn. You can't go on giving 4 years or 3 years or 3.5 years to 5 years to 6 years to 10 years children, online education. You need a hand holding to write. Then only they will write. A 5-year-old, 4-year-old child will start writing. Orally you can't teach, but then they have to write it. I remember some students came from Italy and they were writing like this. That's because they were not taught to write properly in schools. This is not what we do. We see to it that in our schools, whoever comes to learn and study, whatever be the economic conditions, we see to it that they learn and they become successful. I'm very happy to inform you that in none of our schools anybody fails. We have several schools, all kinds of schools, SSC, CBSE, IGCSE, IB, all kinds of schools we have where nowhere students fail. And if we take Penwell for the matter, when I started school there was no New Penwell, and New Penwell came up. The entire professional class of New Penwell came out of our institutions. Doctors, engineers, everybody, public education. You must have seen the Miss World also came out from there. And I must congratulate all the heads of institutions for doing this wonderful job. Now when we liberalized our economy in 1991, there was a Vision 220. You must be our old former president, Abdul Kalam, wrote a book with Rajan, Vision 2020. Wonderful. But then that vision cannot be fulfilled even today. We have reached in 2020. That vision and the mission with which we started liberalization, our economic collapse going from bad to worse. And if you look at the media, the newspapers, I buy all the newspapers and I find that all the newspapers write the same thing. GDP. One day they will write a V-turn, second day they will write a U-turn, third they will write a W-turn, and they will never write the facts. And this discussion goes on throughout the country. Nobody knows the real problem facing the country, that the poor man is out of job. Therefore, it is very important that we teach the children, especially the professional class, in engineering, in architecture, in management, etc. We teach them with examples, we teach them skills which are required to get a job in the market, not just plain teaching. And that is the reason why PM has introduced the Coursera program for children, free, given to all the people to learn and practice. And so that by the time they pass out the first year engineering in architecture or this, that we should be able to see that they are professionally and gainfully employed. Our efforts will now onwards be that object. Now, I was told by Pranav that teachers are asking what will they do if they come to college if there is no work. The non-teaching staff is asking what will they do sitting in the lab. Yes, you must sit in the lab, repair the machines and take care of the things and travel, and teachers must upgrade their knowledge. They must write articles, they should write projects and get everybody prepare themselves for accreditation, all the institutions. And this will be one among the conditions, and in my next month or so, we will call for all the teachers to present whatever you have done during the vacation, the articles published by you, the articles presented by you, your projects, whatever, how many projects you have written to the Department of Science and Technology, the University of Mumbai, to other people, and everything will be taken care of, and you will be asked to submit reports, and your growth and everything will be based on your performance in the college in the years to come. Now, how will you address the future? I don't know how things will happen, but then we should be ready to come and find out how to come to the college, how to see that offline, online courses are conducted, how students will be made happy and they understand things, how you extra courses you conduct, you carry out, and you also must upgrade your courses and you must see to it that the whole system take place. It's very unfortunate that the entire country came with the public sector education. Public sector, everything was public sector. And now the present government is trying to, public sector failed throughout the country. The banks have failed, everybody has failed. And therefore now there is a move to privatize the public sector, but market is not fit for privatization. And we spent a lot of money during the last say 60, 70 years in doing research and development in the IITs, in the BRCs, in the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, in Bangalore, in Calcutta, all these places, right from the day one of our independence movement in 45, 46, 47, 48, 50, 55. We were a fully developed engineering system. And it so happened that the Chacha will be wanting the Mama to be appointed, Mama will be wanting the Chacha to be appointed. And this kind of system developed. And also scientists started fighting one against the other. C.V. Raman did not like Krishnan, and Baba did not like somebody else, and this continued. And this kind of division of engineering, education, research, development, independently developed, because in BRC we have about 40,000 scientists. What are they contributed to the development of the country? How much money we spent? Same is the case with IITs everywhere. Entire money is spent on these governmental institutions, anything is left over is given to us. And we are very proud and happy to tell you that even in this pandemic situation, both Panvel College, Engineering College, and also Rasaini and Arts and Commerce colleges have obtained a grant from the government, Department of Science and Technology. Some teachers have contributed. I must thank them and congratulate them for they have done even during the pandemic times. Teachers have been very active. Now, this is a book it will tell you about the scientific research in the country and how the whole system failed to promote research and development in the country. This is written by Rajiv Bhatnagar, and all of the Bhatnagar, all of them, fought against each other. And if somebody wants to, if they invent something, they will be transferred immediately to somebody else. The story of our Nambi Narayan is very significant, that he was a scientist and therefore people went against him and sought to it that he is out of the office. And this is how our systems take place. I have written all this in my book in the first chapter. In 2008, I anticipated all these kind of things, and today also we are still in the developmental stage. Now, when I ask you to come back to school, I didn't mean that you must come with you must take all kinds of precautions, and you must see that you come to the school and find out how you are able to come to your college and how it work it up. Discuss with the principal what you can do, what you are doing, and you continue to do that. Now this online education, the quality of online education also is under challenge and threat. The kind of expenditure, connectivity in the country is so poor that it becomes very difficult, and therefore this divide can only be wedged only provided we have online. So we have various methods to run classes, as US have done it or any other developed nation has done it. We can 2 days working and 3 days online, 3 days working online, divide the class into 2 units and 3 units, see that there is interaction between teachers and students. And so many methods could be worked out, and we'll wait for the government instructions to in this respect. They on a Teachers Day to tell you that this is what you should do, and it is very important for us. There have been some parents telling us not to pay. Why you want to collect fees? Why you want to pay salary? Because there is no work. No, we have to be very careful about all these. Parents are also very conscious about it. Private. Some or the other. When I told you there is out of the 25 crores of Indian school students, 12 crores are from 12 crores are from private schools, and they are paying less than 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. These elite schools of 18 lakhs and 20 lakhs per year is very few in the country. So therefore, it's very important for us to see that the children learn and they pay fees, and then only the worst thing that a management can do is to remove the teacher, remove the person from service because there is no money. And the money can, see, mind you, nobody can assure you or guarantee you a job unless there is collection. Don't have, I'm also like you. We are all like you. Unless there is collection from institutions, we will not be able to pay salaries. Therefore, it's very important for you to come, work in the institution, see that you do grow from on a daily basis from and therefore it's very important that you understand these limitations that we have. There have been many ways to tackle the situation. We'll try to address you as and when, and it is surprising that some of the principals have not even opened the, principals, whatever we have sent, and some teachers have complained. But see that you please check your emails almost every day and see that updated about what is happening in the school, because the only communication possible is through the online modes. I don't want to talk much about all these things. In the years to come, we want to see that we want to establish a university. We want to see all our institutions collectively contribute to the development of a university. So we'll come out of the governmental regulations. Our objective is to convert the whole thing into a university, and we want you to cooperate with us. To achieve that, you will have to contribute a lot to the development of individual people working in the institution. Individually and collectively, you must write books. I think in the last 6 months you have been free. You could have written books about the subject that you teach, and you get it corrected, and we will have opportunity to get it corrected and publish it. And you come back to us with ideas, how to generate ideas. And I hope you all will do a wonderful job and contribute to the development of a university. And each one of you will be responsible for what you do in the institution, outside the institution, and inside the classroom and outside the classroom. And you will create a very positive, vibrant academic environment where the students will be happy to come to and listen to your lectures. There is a wonderful saying which the government is talking about, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. My name, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. All of us must live happily, and we should see to it that we contribute to the development of a university, and in the years to come, they should perpetually institution must become very perpetual in their approaches. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Be happy. And I hope that you all will be free from all kinds of problems and we will be happy to see it, to help you out in coming out of any difficulties. Thank you.
That was Dr. K.M.Vasudevan Pillai, Chairman and CEO of Mahatma Education Society's Pillai Group of Institutions, 48 in number. He is always at his best when he talks about the subject that he is so passionate about, that is education. And as you are all aware, that our very first school, Chamber English School, started in the year 1970. And the school has created a video of the different principals who headed the school during the past 50 years. And to mark the end of the Teachers Day celebration, we will now show you and to mark the end of the Teachers Day celebration, we will now show you a wonderful video taking you through all the stages that PCACS, Pillai College of Arts, Science and Commerce, have undertaken in order to adapt to the new normal.
here to support you all. Okay?
Learning can never be locked.
Learning can be unlocked only by going digital. Let us start digital training and planning for digital launch of the institution.
Hello Abida, did you check the post on PCS's WhatsApp group? So many posts by Deepika ma'am motivating us to attend training sessions, webinars to equip us digitally.
We must go for it. It will add to our personal value as well as it will give us a brand new image in front of our students.
Under the leadership of Pranav Pillai sir, Mahatma Education Society partnered with Gurdwara Panvel to support the people who are in need in this pandemic situation. So Gurdwara Panvel was feeding around 15,000 people every day. So Pillai College started a fundraiser. Through the help of our students and faculties, we raised around 3,50,000 for the needy people. Even our students started online festival called E-Festa that raised around 35,000 for these needy people.
Time has come to launch faculty development programs, webinars, training modules on digital platforms at national and international levels.
You're absolutely right, ma'am. We should definitely share and disseminate our knowledge that we have acquired.
The head of institutions have planned for every kind of assistance towards such events. Heard Deepika ma'am talking about live streaming of such events on YouTube.
Oh, that's great! And this will really help us in reaching a larger audience.
Hello, what is the update on syllabus revision under our newly acquired autonomous status?
The BOS meetings are being scheduled as per the activity planner. As PM sir is going to attend these meetings, we can avail his expertise.
PM sir's focus on employability, entrepreneurship and skill formation will certainly make syllabus relevant to our students.
Hello Deepika ma'am. What I was thinking was students are having free time now, and so I was just thinking, can we just engage them in something fruitful?
Of course, on digital platform, that planning needs to be done.
Big congratulations to all my staff for digitally equipping themselves. We are definitely prove that learning never stop at PCSES. Let's plan commencement of our lectures on online platform beginning from June. Deepika, what is your opinion?
Yes, definitely. And I think Google Classroom and Google Meet will be the right choice, as like we already have G Suite for education. And sir, even I have asked Innovation Cell plan for a week-long training program to teach all facets of Google Classroom and Meet to the faculty. You'll be surprised to know that the mentors or the e-tutors are our own faculty members. So Kavita, Sunita and Farhat along with me will be the e-tutors for this program. And this entire training event will be coordinated by Abhijit sir and Sujata. So sir, this is the plan.
Yes sir, we have also shortlisted some online tools like concept mapping, mind mapping, Jamboard, Kahoot quiz.
Ma'am, it is better we can divide the faculties into group so that we can be able to mentor them properly.
Sunita, what is the plan for your orientation training?
So this we are planning to start this program from 4th June 2020.
Very good. Abhijit sir, are you ready?
Yes sir, yes sir. We have already trained our e-tutors and will be able to train the faculty in the different online tools.
That's great, Deepika.
Thank you, sir. And one more thing I want to share with you, sir, that we have received an invite from Mahatma Night Degree College Chembur for
First class.
conducting an online training session for their faculty.
The plan for training program is in place and will start from 4th June 2022.
Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the college has planned for its first meeting for the said academic year on June 19th, 2020. Thrust would be to have a unique quality plan catering to the new normal. We would be directing our quality endeavors to cover all the facets of teaching and learning under an autonomous status and would be giving relevant consideration to these current times as well as the current trends.
All the best, teachers. Gear up for the new normal.
Time has come to evaluate what the students have learned on the digital platform. Examination committee announces online continuous assessment.
Gear up to share your favorite and innovating teaching tool in the national level competition organized by us. It will also be a great platform to learn new technologies from our peers.
Excellent. It will also be a great platform to learn new techniques from our peers.
During this global pandemic situation, teaching learning must definitely not stop. We have a huge collection of e-learning resources which we are facilitating and encouraging our students to use them 24/7 by connecting them with National Digital Library of India and UGC implement Enlist database.
We are leveraging our alumni expertise by connecting with them through our alumni mentoring club.
We are helping students in every way who are seeking admission to our college.
National Service Scheme in association with Navi Mumbai College Association has planned for a webinar on psychological impact of COVID-19 on 28 August 2020.
Time has come to commence the lectures for first year students. I'd like to share that timetable is ready and orientation program has been already been planned. All the best.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Taking a cue from this, at PCACS, we organize a number of fun activities to relax and rejuvenate young minds. Students' Council has planned for a mega event, Reminisce, on an online platform to recreate magic of the past and the current times.